Shalom, back with part two. All right, World War III, breakdown of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. All right. And again, like I said, we're not going to get very far, even though there's only about 15 verses because, we got precepts that we have to give you so it gives you further understanding. Again, people, it is through thy precepts that I get thy understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. Again, the Bible is not taught like that in theological cemetery schools, as we like to say. Of course, the word would be seminary. All right, but you understand, people, because they're not meant to come into the counsel of the Lord. Okay? And those of us that do, starting with the others on down, is because we were chosen, we were called in, invited in. That's what calling means. All right? And remember, you don't choose the Lord. He chooses you. All right? And he doesn't choose anybody outside of the seed of Israel. Okay? And this is all explained in the scriptures. When you go deep in, when you get into etymology of words, like going into the word election. All right? All right. So, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, in reference to, Babylon. The Chaldeans, again, were like the Magi's, okay, the high priests of Babylon, all right? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, okay? Now, I'll give you some precepts off that. Give me a minute. This is Jeremiah 50 and 35. What does it say here? A sword is upon the Chaldeans, upon the Babylonians, the modern day Babylonians, the modern day Egyptians. It's talking about the Edomites. It's talking about America, people. All right, because America is Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. So, thus saith the Lord, upon the inhabitants of Babylon and upon the princesses and upon her wise men, that there is a sword. What is the sword of the Lord? The ICBMs, that thermonuclear fire, okay, the waster to destroy. Example of that, give me a minute. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith, okay, as in a blacksmith, people, right, who made weapons, back, in the ancient times, right, that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. For whose work? The Lord's work, all right? I have created the waster to destroy. Okay? And what is it that, Oppenheimer, said after dropping the bombs of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, right, during World War II? Well, he said, we have become the destroyer of worlds. There you go. Give me a minute. Jeremiah 50 and 25. The Lord has opened up his armory. Hello. And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation, right? The sword. For this is the work of the Lord. You see that? The work of the Lord God power of hosts meaning of armies, in the land of the Chaldeans, okay? Which again, whether Chaldeans or modern day Egyptians, it's all talking about the Edomites, all right? Talking about America, all right? All right, give me a minute. All right, this is Jeremiah 50, 45, and 46. Therefore, he, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, you say that because you see the word Lord in all caps, and it would be Yahweh in the Hebrew Bible, Hebrew text, Hebrew characters, read from right to left. All right, when you see it, that it's not in all caps, Hebrew Bible, Hebrew text, it is Yahweh Shai. All right? There ain't no letter J in the Hebrew alphabet, people. Never has been. Okay? And the letter J didn't come into the English alphabet until 1524. Gianni Giorgio Trissino. Okay? The Renaissance period. All right? All right, so let's continue here. So the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Babylon, see, he's against these Edomites, okay? And again, that's all over the scriptures, all right? Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, all right, people? Okay, so his purpose is that his purpose is against the land of the Chaldeans, all right? Against, these Edomites, which would be known as Edom or Basra, okay? Surely the least of the flock, that would be the Amalekites, the head tribe of the Edomites, the German branch, okay? starting with the international banking families, the Rothschilds, Oppenheimers, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, so on and so forth, 13 families in all, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. This is, again, the Bible's repetitive. You read the same thing in Jeremiah 49 and 20. All right, give me a minute. All right, so verse 46, okay? At the noise of taking Babylon, what's going to create that noise? The ICBMs. The earth is moved. Yeah, it's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard. All right? And the cry is heard among the nations. Hello. Give me a minute. So we just finished reading that a cry is heard among the nations. What does it say here? Revelations 18 and 10 and 11. Standing afar off for fear of a torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, talking about America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is her judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise any more. Okay? Give me a minute. All right, we'll end this here. We'll be right back with parts 3 or 4. So long.